Welcome to the Professional Installer's Guide to installing MasterHeat wire. You can install MasterHeat wire in new construction or remodeling. It can be installed over concrete, cement backer board, or even plywood. Almost any kind of floor covering can be used, including carpet, laminate, tile, or stone. The installation we're featuring looks like this. MasterHeat wire is installed over cement backer board in thin-set mortar and then covered with ceramic tile. The power lead goes up the wall to an electrical box where you'll locate the floor sensing control. 120-volt power comes from the circuit box or an existing circuit to the control. A sensor wire runs from the control to the floor. Each reel of MasterHeat wire is built with a single heating element wire and a 10-foot power lead. The metal braided power lead is the only connection you make to the power source. At one end you'll find 3 exposed wires, color-coded for proper connection to your power supply. Sold separately is this floor strap, used to secure the wire to the floor. Each reel is 25 feet long, which covers approximately 50 square feet of installed product. We will install a MasterHeat programmable floor warming control with a 7-day schedule to maintain the temperature that's right for you. Each control uses a sensor like this, which is embedded in your floor to sense the floor temperature. Here are some of the tools and materials for your installation. Electrical installers will need a single gang extra deep electrical box, 12 or 14 gauge electrical wiring cable depending on your local code, drywall saw, a nail guard to protect the power leads at the base plate, a 15 or 20 amp circuit breaker if you get power from a circuit box, a digital multimeter with a range of 20,000 ohms, a fish tape, a loudmouth monitor, and assorted hand tools. If you have 1 or 2 spools, the single gang extra deep box works fine. If you have more than 2 spools, we recommend a 2 1/8 inch deep 4-inch box with a mud ring sized to the depth of your drywall, or use the 4-inch square box as a junction box with a cover plate and use the single gang box for your control. Flooring installers will need latex or polymer modified thin-set mortar or self-leveling compound, a square notch trowel like this cable trowel, hot glue gun, hammer and wood chisel, tape measure, 3M90 adhesive, metal shears, screw gun, and screws. Before getting started, pay attention to these precautions. Don't install MasterHeat wire under flooring without first embedding it in a layer of mortar. Don't embed MasterHeat wire in glues, caulks, or adhesives. Always use a latex or polymer modified thin-set mortar to completely embed the heating elements and factory connection. Don't ever cut the silver heating wire for any reason, and be careful not to damage it with the edge of your trowel. Don't attempt to repair the heating wire. Instead, call toll-free at 800-938-7925 for instructions. Don't install one wire on top of another. This will cause dangerous overheating. Don't forget to install the floor sensor. Don't install MasterHeat wire under cabinets, built-ins, or walls. Excessive heat will build up under these features. Don't remove the nameplate UL label at the end of the mat. Your installation must be protected by a ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI. MasterHeat controls already have GFCI in them. Otherwise, you must use a GFCI type circuit breaker at your panel. The first step is to use a good quality digital multimeter to check the performance of both the cable and sensor wire. Look for models that measure up to 20,000 ohms. Ohms are represented by the omega symbol. If your test leads are not attached to the meter, insert the red lead into the omega jack and the black lead into the COM jack. Set the scale to a low setting, like 200 ohms. Make sure the leads are not attached to any power supply or to other cables. Here we are using the 120-volt version. At the end of the power lead, you'll find 3 exposed wires: the white neutral wire, the black hot wire, and the green ground wire. Hold either the red or black test leads to either the white or black wires and note the value shown on the meter. Make sure this number falls within the resistance range printed on the label of each cable. Next, touch the meter leads to the white and green wires and then the black and green wires. The display should not change. Conduct these tests when you take the spool from the box, after the wire is fastened to the floor, and after the finished floor covering is complete. Write down your readings in your manual's resistance log. Don't forget to check your floor sensor before installation. Set the scale to 20,000 ohms, which is shown here as 20K. Hold the test leads to the sensor wires and compare the value to this chart. A reading of 10.96 means the sensor shows the room temperature to be just below 75 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what our thermometer says, so the sensor is functioning properly. To continuously monitor your system during installation, we recommend you use a loudmouth. A loudmouth alerts you if a wire has been damaged or broken. It should be used along with a digital ohm meter. First, open the battery compartment and connect the included 9-volt battery. Replace the cover and turn the unit on. The alarm should sound and the red light should turn on. If not, inspect the battery connection or replace the battery. During normal use, the green light indicates that the loudmouth is operational, monitoring your heating elements for damage. If the green light goes out, replace the battery. Next, make sure the power leads and the loudmouth are not connected to any power source. If you are testing a single 120-volt radiant cable, locate the colored wires in the power lead. Insert the black and the white wire into either the L1 or L2 terminals. Either one is okay. Tighten the green copper ground wire into the G or ground terminal. Hang the loudmouth in a convenient location with the monitor switched on and the green light showing. If the red light and alarm come on, stop work and locate the damage to the heating elements. Pull the damaged wire free from the thin set and clean off 4 to 5 inches on each side of the damage.